Welcome back to another episode of Galingale Sailing. First off, in today's episode, we've had a little bit of engine trouble. We've had white smoke coming out of the exhaust and no water coming out of the exhaust, which is bad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the impeller. Water comes into the engine through this pipe, goes through this little filter, through this pipe, and then through here. An impeller is this, and what it does is it spins round and creates a kind of suction that pulls more water through. So for this fix we'll need screwdriver, socket wrench, pliers. We're also going to need obviously an impeller lube, O-ring, paper gasket, and we can use a cable tie as well. First step, make sure you shut the seacock for the inlet. If you don't do this, you might sink. First of all, we're going to loosen these bolts. When you loosen these, there should be some water coming out. Just tap it, it'll come loose. So this here is the faceplate. It's taken off here. It's got a little paper gasket on there. We want to be able to take that off. Right, now we've got to try and get the thing out. Alright, so now we've got our new impeller. So you might notice this won't actually fit in here. So a good workaround for that is we can use cable tie. So sometimes they'll give you lube with the impeller, which is good. You want to use glycerin, something that dissolves in water very easily. Now we're going to put our paper gasket on. Okay, it's a nice day today, so I'm going to take advantage of the weather and go and clean the deck. Some people use a power washer to clean the deck, but I don't have a power washer, so I'm going to have to do it the old fashioned way. White vinegar, so it shouldn't cause any harm to the environment. And I'm also going to use a bucket and deck brushes. The question is, does it work? Next on the list of stuff I've got to do, we're upgrading our battery bank from 2 batteries to 4 batteries. Here are the new batteries in question. 12 volt, 105 amp hours. First, let's have a look at our current battery bank, see what we're dealing with. So this is our house battery bank. We can see we have 1 battery in here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to connect another one here, and another one here. And that should bring up our house battery from 100 amp hours at the moment to 300 plus amp hours. Oh shit. That's going to go through here. I'm going to connect this, which is positive, to the other positive. Now the same thing, all the way around. And that's half the job done. Alright, now I'm going to drill some brackets in. This is for the new box I bought. There you go. Something else that I have got to do today is service the winches. We've got a lot of winches on this boat, but some of them are seized up and they're not turning as well as I'd like, so I'm going to take them apart and service them. So, all this stuff should just come off by hand. To clean this, I'm going to use a bit of white spirit. Stick it in a bucket, use an old toothbrush, and then put your clean stuff in it. Now we've got to dry them off. Alright, so after you've cleaned everything, dried everything, it's time to put it back on. I'm going to use winch grease. So you only want to use a little bit, you don't want to go crazy with it. So, twist that. There you go. Now, we got some grease in there and some grease around here. These little flat things, these are called poles. Don't grease them. Right, now we're finished, so 2 good sounding winches. Well, if you've watched all the way to this point, thank you. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy the episode, then give it a like. If you didn't, if you've got any advice, I'm new to this, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what I could be doing better. If you'd like to help support me and this channel by buying me a coffee, then I'd appreciate that. I'll put a link in the description or the bio or the page. There'll be a link. Click the link. So that's all for today's episode, but stay tuned for the next one because this is going to be our first proper big sailing adventure. We're going to sail from Milford Haven in Wales all the way up to Fleetwood, my hometown. So look out for that one. Alright, take care. See you later.